Hi there, it's Mr. Logue. In this lesson we're going to be drawing polygons on a full grid using coordinates. Let's remember back to our last lessons on coordinates. The horizontal axes, the one going in the same line as the horizon, is the x-axis. We can remember that by thinking x to the x. The vertical axis, the one going from down to up, is the y-axis, and we can remember that by thinking y to the sky. Always remember also x comes before y, so the coordinate grid, when we are given a coordinate, the first number will be x, the second number will be y. Some people also like to remember along the corridor before going up or down the stairs, and we start at 0. Right, let's have a look at drawing some polygons. A kite has been drawn on the grid using 4 points, B, E, A and R. Write down each coordinate point below. B, E, A, R. Right, so if you'd like to do that yourself, you should pause the video now and then unpause to check your answers. Let's start with B. So starting at 0, let's look where B is. Right, do we need to go along the corridor? Yes, we do. We'll go along the corridor to 2. And then do we go up or down the stairs? Yes, we're going down the stairs to -4. So B is 2, -4. What about E? For starting at 0, we're going along the corridor. Yes, we're going the other way this time to -5. Do we need to go up or down the stairs? We're going down the stairs to -2. So E is -5, -2. A. We're starting at 0 and we're going to go along the corridor to -7. Do we need to go up or down the stairs? Yes, we go down to -4. -7, -4. And R. Starting at 0, are we going along the corridor? Yes, to -5. And we go down the stairs to -6. -5, -6. Points A, R and Y of a rectangle have been drawn on this grid. The fourth point will be M. At which coordinate point should point M be drawn? And then a second part, points L, I and N of a rhombus have been drawn on this grid. The fourth point will be G. Which coordinate point should point G be drawn? Pause the video now if you'd like to solve it yourself, and the rest of us, we will start on 1. Right, so at which point should M be drawn? Well, let's try and visualise a rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides, all the same angles, so that means it must be from where A is, it must be up from there and along from where Y is, so roughly about here. So thinking about the coordinate, when we write it, we go from 0 along the corridor first to -2, and then we go up the stairs to 5. Coordinate M is -2, 5. Right, and a rhombus. So lots of people would refer to a rhombus as a diamond. So it's diamond shaped. Those angles are the same. So let's think about that now. Where would that be? Well, one of the things we can see on this is that we have a straight line on this as one of the sides of the rhombus going from L to N. So that means to make a perfect rhombus, we're going to have a straight line going from I to G. So let's count how many squares or units along L to N is. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So let's find I over here and let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares along, and then let's write that coordinate. So writing the coordinate starting from 0, we're going to go along the corridor to -3 and then down the stairs to -2. A, N and T are the vertices of a right angle triangle. Complete the coordinate of T below. So we need to make a right angle triangle. It's given us that 1 is the coordinate for the y-axis. So let's find where y is there. And to make a right angle, it has to make it 90 degrees, which means we go along the corridor to -5, and we've already been told it's 1, so -5. A, N, and D are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Complete the coordinate of D below. This time it's told us that x would be -2, so we can find that. And remember, from an isosceles, two sides are the same length, one side is a different length. So from there, at that point where -2 is, it must be -2 and then up the stairs to 1. -2. The coordinates are the vertices of different polygons. Use the points to draw each polygon and then write which type of polygon it is. So there are the 4 coordinates for polygon 1. Plot those on. Here are the 3 coordinates for polygon 2. Plot those on. Here are the 4 coordinates for polygon 3. Plot those on. There are the 4 coordinates for polygon 4. Plot those on. When you've plotted them on, using a ruler, draw lines between each point and write which polygon each is. Pause the video now whilst you do that. Right, they are the completed polygons. Polygon 1 was a square, polygon 2 was a right angle triangle, polygon 3 was a parallelogram, and polygon 4 was a trapezium. W, X, Y, and Z are the vertices of a rhombus. So we've already done one of these rhombuses before. Write down the coordinate points of Z. Pause the video now whilst you do that. Right, here comes the answer. Right, there is Z. The coordinate point, -5, 3. For your next step, using that blank coordinate grid on the right, in each of those quadrants of the each of those quadrants of the grid, I'd like you to draw a different quadrilateral and then write the name of it below it. You can mark the points like we have been doing in this lesson, T, U, V, and W, or using 4 letters of your choice, maybe some that make a 4-letter word. Right, hopefully you've enjoyed that lesson on drawing polygons on a full grid. Bye for now.